Last night, I did something incredibly stupid. Something I'm not even sure I should be talking about, but I have to tell someone. I feel like if I don't get this out, I might actually lose my mind. It's about the old Ridgeway Asylum. You know the place, the one on the edge of town that everyone tells ghost stories about. The one that's been boarded up for 50 years, a huge rotting monument to a past we'd all rather forget. Well, my friends, Alex and Chloe, dared me to spend the night there. Classic, right? A stupid dare, but for some reason I said yes. Maybe it was the bonfire, maybe it was the bravado, but I agreed. And like an idiot, I went alone. Just me, a flashlight, and my phone to record everything for proof. Getting in was easier than I thought. A rotted section of the back wall had crumbled away, leaving a gaping hole just big enough to squeeze through. The second I stepped inside, the temperature dropped. The air was thick and heavy, smelling of dust, decay, and something else. Something metallic like old blood. My flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing long, peeling corridors, doors hanging off their hinges, and debris scattered everywhere. Every step I took echoed in the suffocating silence. It was creepy, sure, but it was just an old, abandoned building. That's what I kept telling myself. I started exploring floor by floor. I went through the common rooms, the kitchens, the infirmary. All empty, just skeletons of furniture and layers of dust. Room after room, the same story. Empty, desolate, a total bust. I was actually starting to feel a little disappointed. I was ready to call it a night, grab my proof video, and get out. I was on the top floor, the ward for the most severe cases, they used to say. I checked almost every room, and they were all identical cells, stripped bare. I was about to turn back when my flashlight caught something at the very end of the hall, one last door. Unlike the others, this one was slightly ajar. Curiosity, or maybe something else, pulled me toward it. I pushed the heavy door open. It groaned, the sound scraping against the silence. The room inside was different. While every other room was empty, this one had a single rested bed frame in the center, and the walls, they weren't bare. They were covered in scratches. Thousands upon thousands of frantic, desperate marks etched deep into the plaster. My heart started pounding in my chest. I scanned the walls with my light, the beam shaking in my hand, and then I saw it. There, in the middle of all the chaotic scratches, right above the bed frame, was a name. Carved into the wall in messy, jagged letters. My name. My blood ran cold. This had to be a joke, Alex and Chloe. They must have come here earlier. They had to have. It was the only logical explanation. I pulled out my phone to call them, my fingers fumbling with the screen. No service, of course. I stood there, frozen, staring at my name on the wall. It looked old as other marks. My breathing got shallow. The air grew impossibly cold. I could see my own breath fogging in the flashlight beam. This wasn't a prank. This felt wrong, deeply wrong. And that's when I heard it. It came from the darkest corner of the room, a spot my flashlight hadn't touched yet, a whisper, a dry, raspy sound that was so quiet I thought I'd imagined it. But then it came again, clearer this time, and I realized with a wave of absolute, soul-crushing terror, it was my own voice, it was me, but not me. It was older, broken, and it whispered, "You finally came back." But I didn't scream. I couldn't. All the air was stolen from my lungs. I just dropped my flashlight and ran. I didn't look back. I scrambled out of that room, down the hallways, tripping over debris in the dark. I didn't stop until I burst back out through the hole in the wall and was running through the woods, gasping for air. I'm home now. The sun is coming up, but I don't feel safe. I haven't slept. Every time I close my eyes, I'm back in that room. I see my name on the wall, and I hear that voice. My voice, what did it mean? You finally came back. It's impossible. I've never been to that place before in my life. Have I? I keep looking in the mirror and I don't know who's looking back. Something followed me out of that asylum, or maybe a part of me never left. Thanks for listening. If you've ever experienced something you can't explain, let me know in the comments. I need to know I'm not alone. Stay safe out there.